Hey y'all, it's Lola the Manager, your new favorite project manager, tech junkie, and entrepreneur. This is episode 21 of Life as a Project Manager. In today's video, we're going to be talking about facilitating stand-ups and huddles. But before we get into how to even facilitate that, let's get into some basic definitions on what a stand-up is and where that even came from. A stand-up, also called a daily huddle or a daily scrum, is a short, focused team meeting that typically takes place every day in the workplace. And the purpose of stand-ups is to provide quick status updates on project progress, early identification of problems, team alignment and coordination, and then maintaining project momentum. Fairly simple. Now, the key characteristics of any type of stand-up is keep it brief, do it on the regular, keep it informal, but have some structure, and make sure everyone literally stands up. This whole concept originated in Agile software development, and it's kind of like taking every type of industry by storm. And it got its name, the stand-up, because participants are traditionally standing up in these meetings. And the purpose of standing is to make sure you stay alert and energized. But also, people are less likely to drag the discussion if they are standing, because we all know standing for long periods of time, now your legs start to lock, blood gets to clotting, and you like, hey, I'm done. I need a seat. Now, let's get into how to actually facilitate this. First thing you want to do is keep it brief. Stand-up should be 15 minutes or less. Get straight to the point, okay? Next, you want to keep it at a consistent time and place. So if you are on site, you want to make sure that we are always meeting in this conference room at this time every Tuesday and Thursday, or every Monday through Friday, whatever the case is. Same thing if you are in a remote environment, right? We're going to make sure that it's already pre-scheduled on everyone's calendar. We're using the same link, same time, same place. Let's get straight to it, because we all know we need routines, and we just kind of want this to become second nature at this point. Now you want to stand up. If you're in person, make sure you encourage people to stand up so they can remain alert and stay energized, right? They're going to keep moving. They're going to start fidgeting. But remember, this is going to be short anyway. So we're not going to hold you hostage here, because we know eventually you'll want to sit down. Now, if you are in a virtual environment, honestly, I challenge you to tell people in the virtual environment to stand up. If they are standing up, they are going to want this conversation to hurry up and get to its end, because they want to sit down. Because even in a remote environment, you can drag this conversation because we're all sitting. So I would recommend you challenging your team to stand up. Now, in these meetings, we only focus on 3 specific questions. What did you accomplish yesterday? What will you work on today? Are there any obstacles or blockers that you're facing? Now, I'm going to spend a little time here to break this down. Your stand-ups consist of everyone on your project team. And if you're managing multiple teams, it can grow pretty fast, right? And so we want people to get right back into doing their work. And so if we create this structure where everyone knows these are the main 3 things that they are tasked to provide an answer to in our meeting, it allows us to move quickly. When we say, what did you complete yesterday? We do not need a full dissertation. If you were able to complete the homepage, then just say complete the homepage. That's it. Now, when we are asking, what are you going to work on today? You may say, I'm going to work on the about page, or I'm going to work on the contact page, or I'm going to work on the services and programs page, whatever the case is. Get straight to the point. And then always call out your obstacles or blockers. So you may say, while I was working on that homepage yesterday, I realized that there was some issue with the third-party integration for X, Y, and Z, and I need some assistance with blah, blah, blah. Boom, noted. That's it. We do not need to go into the weeds, right? And I'm going to talk about that a little more when it comes to troubleshooting. Next, use a round robin format. Have each team member answer the questions in 1 to 2 minutes. It should not take long. You should have prepared before you got in here, because it's the same 3 questions that we are answering every single meeting. You want to have time box contributions, right? So like I said, have everyone answer those questions in 1 to 2 minutes. If you see some additional conversation is being had, make sure everybody wraps that up really quickly. We do not need to drag out the meeting. And with that said, the next thing, of course, would be to park detailed discussions. Emphasis on the word detailed. If in-depth problem solving is needed, Meaning it isn't something where you can say, oh, well, just sign in using my credentials and you'll have access to the third-party integration. That's a quick answer. But if it's something more in depth where we need to have more conversation about this, we may need to bring more people into the conversation about this. This sounds like a separate meeting. This is not the time to address it. Okay, we're going to make note and then we're going to discuss it offline. This is typically what you hear people say in meetings. Okay, well, let's set some time on the calendar to kind of dive into this a little more. Let's talk about this offline because this is not the space for it. Remember, there are multiple people in this meeting, and depending on the type of project or projects that are in flight, some of this may not impact most of the people in the meeting, and we don't need them here. Encourage active listening. Team members should be paying attention to others' updates. It's essential because sometimes some of the issues impact other people and other times it may not, but you won't know if you're not paying attention. But the best way to keep everyone's attention is to make sure that we are keeping it brief, 1 to 2 minutes, guys. Address blockers. Make sure you're noting any obstacles and assign someone to follow up after the meeting. So just because you're the project manager or scrum master and you're facilitating this meeting, it doesn't mean you actually have all the answers. It is your job to identify what's being said and kind of delegate where we can get the response or how we can get the response. So if the developer calls out a problem, then you can assign the business analyst to solve it, because maybe that's the business analyst zone of genius. You know what I'm saying? Start and end on time, okay? Respect everybody's schedule by being punctual. If there's one thing about a meeting with me, baby, we're gonna get in and out, and we're probably gonna get out faster than you thought, okay? Because I like getting straight to the point. I want us to get straight to the meat. We don't need any of the bones. I need people to get back to work, right? There's so much going on within projects, within programs, initiatives, companies, and all that. Sitting in meetings does not make us that productive, especially a meeting like this. This is designed for us to just get updates. That's it. We just need updates. Make it quick. And if you can get in on time and you get everybody straight to the point, we could probably get out before time, okay? Use visual aids. Okay, so a task board or a project management tool can help kind of track the progress. So one thing about it, people like visuals, all right? We do not want to just look at blandness. We do not want to look at a million words. Show us something. Give us some color, give us some lights, give us some shapes, some graphics, something, right? So in person, what does this look like? This may mean you have a big dry erase board at your company and you guys are using the Kanban system where you have your different columns on that dry erase board with post-it notes kind of highlighting the backlog and what's in progress and what's done, so people can kind of see what that looks like. Right? In a virtual environment, there's so much project management software in which you can literally show what's going on. And when I say visual aids, I mean you as the project manager or scrum master show what's going on. And if someone else wants to show something, just share the screen or let them take the lead, because you want the teams to kind of see where we are. And if we are looking at progress trackers, each meeting we should see progress. We should be moving closer to the finish line, right? People want to see that. It actually encourages you to keep doing great work because you see how close you are to being done with all of this. And lastly, I'm going to say rotate facilitation. Consider having team members take turns leading the stand-up, right? So because the stand-up is the same way every single day, we're going to answer the same questions. We're going to go round robin. Anybody could facilitate this. As a project manager or scrum master, you can actually alleviate some of the load of tackling this by kind of giving everyone a different day in which they would be leading the stand-up, just so you can catch your breath and also take a beat. And just like that, you have learned how to master stand-ups, daily huddles, and daily scrums in one short little video. Thank you for watching. You know, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be sure to drop questions in the comments. I'm down to answer them all. Friendly reminder that I am offering one-on-ones for anything project management, anything resume, job, portfolio, whatever the case is. Be sure to check the descriptions so you can schedule that one-on-one. And also, I have now started selling the templates that I showcase in these videos, where I show you how to create a digital portfolio and I show you my actual resumes that I've used to get project roles. And then, of course, all the templates that I've showed you in this series will be made available in that Etsy shop. And you can find that information in the description. Again, be sure to follow me on all social platforms at LolaTheManager. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I be on the tweet. It's X now. Anyways, be sure to follow me on there. Ask me whatever questions you have. And of course, I will get to them at my earliest convenience. As always, thank you for being here. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are getting professional development with me. I don't take that lightly. Until next time.